Hi guys, I wanted to tell you guys a little frustrating story while I'm sitting here at the pickup line waiting for my daughter to come out from school. So I drive a Honda Accord, and a few weeks ago my engine light came on and it started like on takeoff, like sputtering and stuff and like kind of hesitating, you know. And listen, let me preface this by saying, number one, my grandfather was a mechanic all my life. So I was like, well, it can't be too many things. It's A, B, or C, you know. And I started Googling and stuff like that. And it was like, it can be these things. So we are people, me and my boyfriend, who do things on our own if we can without paying somebody labor to do it. Because we're both like, so just like, if I can do it myself, why would I pay somebody, right? Especially car repairs. But so it was about 4 weeks ago, I took it to Advance Auto Parts and said, here, run the engine light thing and see, you know, what's wrong. And he said, oh, it's this one code. It can only be this one thing. It's the catalytic converter. And he was like, it's very expensive to fix it, but that's the only thing this code can mean. And I was like, okay. And I was like freaking out for a second because the part alone was like $600 new. So I would get in the car and I told my boyfriend, I was like, I think I want to go get a second opinion. And he was like, no, why would you want to do that? Like oh, sorry, it was a text. He was like, no, he told you what it was and he said it could only be this thing, so we might as well just, you know, replace it. And I was like, okay. So we did. And it didn't fix the problem. And then the engine light, it comes and goes, you know, it's off and on. So I'm like, what the heck? So it comes on again. We go have it run again and they're like, oh, it's the sensor under the catalytic converter, the air intake or whatever it's called. There's two sensors, one's on top, one's on the bottom. So it was the bottom one. Most expensive one, of course. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, I can put it on. So we bought a sensor and he went and put it on. Still didn't fix the problem. So this is a life lesson in A, you shouldn't always just do stuff yourself and do trial and error. You need to be sure. B, start with the simplest thing. So today work was slow. Walmart was doing inventory, so I couldn't do Spark, and it was really slow. They were really taking so many orders per hour, and I got one and then got 0 for like 2 hours. And he was like, well, let's just go get the spark plugs and put them in and see if that's the problem, because it's a beautiful day. It's so pretty outside. It's like, it feels like 70 degrees. I think it was only supposed to get to 60, but with the sun, it's just spring weather, you know. So we put them in. Totally fixed the problem, y'all. Totally fixed it for $42. When I spent $150 on a sensor and $275 on a catalytic converter from Rock Auto, by the way. If you guys are buying parts anywhere else, Rock Auto has been my go-to for like 20 years now. You're gonna pay half the price there, and they are good parts, let me tell you. But this is just a lesson, I feel like, in ADHD, because that's the point of this video. I've been this way my whole life, where I panic and I'm just like, just do what needs to be done to fix it, you know, whether I know for sure that that's what it is or not. Like, rather than call the dealership and get an appointment and wait how many days it took, I was like, I just need to fix now. I need to fix now. Because I drive for a living and I'm like, I need my car to work. And it was still driving, but the guy at Advance was like, if you drive it like this, you could choke the engine out and it will kill the engine, and then you have a bigger problem. Which I understand the concept. I understand the way, you know, the fuel system works. It's just, I have to have a car, right, to work and drive. Sorry, I keep getting notifications. But the point of this video is to say that this is a complete and utter ADHD symptom and anxiety too. I mean, it could be both, where you just want to fix right now. You want to believe that that's the way to fix it, and you want to act, and you don't have patience for anything. And in this case, I really couldn't have patience because I had to fix the car. Like, I have to have my car to work, but, I don't know, it's just a lesson in patience, a lesson in Don't take the first word that you hear. Go get a second or third opinion on anything, whether it's health related, car related, you know, anything really. I just wish we had started with the smallest thing, which was the spark plugs and the coil packs and stuff, because it was such an easy fix, and it totally just fixed the whole sputter, everything. So, and I know that that's the obvious fix. Any mechanic or anybody with a brain or common sense is going to be like, the first thing I would have done is spark plugs. And yes, I agree. That's the first thing I told him, is I just need a tune-up. And he was like, well, let's just get the engine light, you know, checked for the code or whatever, just so we're sure. And so we did. And dude was so adamant. He's like, you know, it is this. This is the only thing it can be. This is the only time this code will ever come up. Y'all, we took him at his word because he works there, which I know means nothing. He's not a mechanic. We bought the part, put it on, and then I Googled. And y'all, let me tell you, people down Google, but Google is your friend. If you get in these forums for like cars, specific to whatever car it is you drive, people know what they're talking about, and they know better than anyone. And so I just wish, in hindsight, of course, just 2020, I wish I would have just thought about the most obvious fix, which was spark plugs and coil packs then. But I don't know. I can't, the parts are on the car now, and I can't take them back, send them back. And so I have a whole new fuel system, basically. There are wasps out here, and it's February 20th. And they're trying to get in my car. My windows are down. I'm not scared. I've been stung when I was a kid, and I'm not scared, but it's just really annoying. I don't know. Just because I'm not scared, I don't want to get stung. But anyway, this is an anxiety and ADHD lesson where you stop what you're doing and don't panic and just think of the cheapest, you know, least problematic result. I don't know. I just wish I had gotten a second opinion and tried the spark plugs first, because now I'm out of this money, and those things could have gone bad on my car eventually, but they weren't bad now. It's so, I don't know, just you guys, like, this is such a mental issue that I've had my whole life. I'm 42. I'll be 43 in April, and I've always been this way, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to fix things now. I have to do what needs to be done now. I can't wait to see what the problem is through a dealership or something. I have to fix it myself now, and I have a control issue in that regard. I don't have control issues like I used to. If y'all had met me 15 years ago, you'd have been like, oh my God, girl, nip it in the bud, you know. But I am better now at just letting things happen the way they should and having patience, but I'm not all the way there yet. And I don't know that I ever will be, because anxiety and ADHD, when they play on each other, it's like an urgent thing. Even if it's not an urgent thing, it's an urgent thing. So I'm sharing this for a few reasons. One, just pause. Don't jump to conclusions, and don't, you know, just do what people say you should do right then. That guy had no idea what he was talking about. And two, try the simplest, cheapest thing first. If you don't know what's wrong, just do the cheapest, simplest thing first. But my anxiety got the best of me, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to work. I'm going to choke my motor out. You know, is it catastrophize? Is that the word? Yeah. You go to the worst thing when you have anxiety, and you think, my motor's going to choke out in the next 5 minutes. I can't drive the car, you know. And there are so many things in my life that I do that with, and this was just another example of, if I had paused and thought about it and done what my first instinct was, which was to go to a different place and get a second opinion, it would have saved me like $450. And that makes me a little sick to my stomach, because I like to save my money, and I don't like to throw it away on things that I don't need to throw it away on. So I'm a little sick about it today, because today's when we changed the spark plugs, and my car is totally running fine now, no issues. But yeah, I didn't listen to my gut. I listened to the dude at Advance Auto, and he was wrong. And I've went in there like 3 times since then and haven't seen him. So I don't know if he quit or I don't know. I don't know if he thought we would buy the catalytic converter there because it's $600 there. But he was like, it's urgent that you get this done like today because you're going to choke your engine out. And come to find out, A, I found it cheaper. And B, it wasn't urgent. But in my anxiety-ridden mind, because he said it was urgent, it was urgent. And even if he didn't say it was, I would have probably thought it was anyway. Because that's how my brain works. But I hope you guys are enjoying this Tuesday. It has been very slow work-wise here. I did 1 order and went home and got some things done there. I'll have a Temu haul for you guys tomorrow. I'm so excited. My package will be here tomorrow. And then I'm going to do some walkthrough videos. I'm going to go find some stuff for my giveaway and get those baskets made just in case I have 500 subscribers by the middle of March. And I'll overnight those. If I do get 500 subscribers and I have winners, I'll overnight them. That way you guys get them by Easter. But I've seen some cute stuff, guys, like Easter-wise. Like, I can't wait to make these. It's going to be so much fun. And if I don't do a giveaway, or even if I get close to 500, I may still do one. Because, I mean, even if I have, like, 400 and something, you know, somebody will win, right? And that gets me just close. I'd be happy with that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, rest of your Tuesday. And I'll see you guys on my Temu haul tomorrow. I'm so excited to get this haul, y'all. I need to put another order this week so I can do another one next week. I just don't want to go overboard and be addicted to Temu. But I think that ship has sailed. So, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.